the 25 Sentimo coin from the year 1995. Now at first glance, this might look like just welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting coin from the Philippines, an ordinary, small coin. Many people may even ignore it or use it for daily small purchases. But if you are a coin collector or someone who loves rare currency, then you know that every coin has a story. And today, we will explore the history, design, metal composition, mintage, value, and collector demand of the Philippines 1995 25 Sentimo coin. So make sure you watch this video till the end, because you might discover something surprising about this small but historical coin. Let's begin with some background. The Philippines has a rich monetary history influenced by Spanish, American, and Japanese periods. After gaining independence, the country established its own central banking system. The official currency of the Philippines is the Philippine peso. 1 peso is divided into 100 centavos, also known locally as Sentimo. The 25 Sentimo coin is equal to 1/4 of a peso. It has been a commonly used denomination for decades. The coin we are discussing today belongs to the Bangko Sentral in Pilipinas coin series, often abbreviated as BSP. In 1993, the Bangko Sentral in Pilipinas was officially established, replacing the old Central Bank of the Philippines. To mark this new era, new coin designs were introduced in the mid-1990s. The 1995 25 Sentimo coin is part of that generation. Now let's talk about the design of this coin. On the obverse side of the 1995 25 Sentimo coin, you will see the portrait of Juan Luna. Juan Luna was a famous Filipino painter and political activist. He is known internationally for his artwork titled Spoliarium, which won a gold medal in Madrid in 1884. His contribution to Filipino culture and national identity is very significant, and that is why his portrait appears on this coin. Around the portrait, you will see the words Republica in Pilipinas. This means Republic of the Philippines. Below the portrait, the year 1995 is engraved, indicating the year of minting. On the reverse side of the coin, you will find the seal of the Bangko Sentral in Pilipinas. The seal features a stylized eagle and 3 stars, representing Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, the 3 main island groups of the Philippines. Around the seal, you will see the words Bangko Sentral in Pilipinas. Now let's discuss the metal composition and physical details of the coin. The 1995 25 Sentimo coin is made of brass-plated steel. This means the core of the coin is steel, and it is coated with a thin layer of brass to give it a golden appearance. The weight of the coin is approximately 4 grams. The diameter is about 20 millimeters. The edge of the coin is reeded, meaning it has small vertical lines around the side. Because it is made of steel with brass plating, the coin is magnetic. This is an interesting fact. If you have this coin at home, you can test it with a magnet, and you will see that it sticks. Now let's talk about mintage. The exact mintage figures for some Philippine coins are not always publicly detailed, but it is known that millions of these 25 Sentimo coins were produced during the 1990s. This means the 1995 25 Sentimo coin is not extremely rare in circulated condition. However, condition matters a lot in coin collecting. If the coin is heavily circulated, scratched, or worn out, then its value is usually close to face value. But if you find one in uncirculated condition, meaning it looks almost new, shiny, and with sharp details, then collectors may pay more. Let's talk about value. In general, a circulated 1995 25 Sentimo coin is worth around its face value, 0.25 Philippine peso. In international market terms, this is only a few cents in US dollars. However, uncirculated examples may sell for a few dollars depending on demand. Now here is something important for collectors. Sometimes coins with mint errors can be worth much more. For example, if you find a coin with double die errors, off-center strike, misalignment, or plating errors, the value can increase significantly. Error coins are always interesting because they are unique and rare. Another factor that can affect value is grading. Professional grading companies Examine coins and assign them a grade based on condition. A high-grade coin, such as MS65 or above, can be more desirable for serious collectors. Now let's talk about why people collect this coin. First, it represents the early years of the Bangko Sentral in Pilipinas. This makes it historically important. Second, it features Juan Luna, a national hero and cultural icon. Third, many collectors like to complete year sets. If someone is collecting Philippine coins from the 1990s, the 1995-25 Sentimo coin is an essential piece. Also, for international collectors, coins from Southeast Asia are becoming increasingly popular. Some collectors specialize in world coins, and Philippine coins are part of that category. Let's compare it with earlier versions. Before the BSP series, older 25 Sentimo coins had different designs and materials. Some were made of copper-nickel. The shift to brass-plated steel was partly due to cost efficiency. Steel is cheaper than solid brass or copper alloys. Many countries changed their coin compositions during the 1990s. For similar reasons. Now let's discuss how to identify if your coin is genuine. First, check the weight. It should be close to 4 grams. Second, check the diameter. Third, examine the design details. The portrait of Juan Luna should be clear and sharp. Counterfeit coins are not very common for this denomination because it is low value. But it is always good to check. If you are planning to start collecting Philippine coins, here are some tips. Always store your coins properly. Use coin holders, flips, or albums. Avoid touching the surface too much, because fingerprints can damage the plating over time. Keep them in a dry place to prevent rust since the coin contains steel. If you want to sell or buy this coin, you can check online marketplaces, coin shops, or collector forums. Prices can vary depending on condition and demand. Now let's talk about the historical context of 1995. In the Philippines, during the mid-1990s, the Philippines was experiencing economic reforms and modernization. The Bangko Sentral in Pilipinas was working to stabilize the currency and strengthen the financial system. Coins from this era symbolize that period of economic development. Coins are not just money. They are miniature pieces of history. They tell stories about leaders, artists, political changes, and economic transitions. The 1995-25 Sentimo coin tells the story of a nation strengthening its identity and honoring its cultural icons. Some people ask whether this coin will become rare in the future. The answer depends on circulation and survival rate. Many coins from the 1990s were heavily used and damaged. Over time, clean, uncirculated pieces become harder to find. So while the coin is common now, high-quality examples may become more desirable decades later. Another interesting aspect is metal value. Since it is brass-plated steel, the intrinsic metal value is very low. It is not a silver or gold coin. Therefore, its value mainly comes from collectible demand, not metal content. Let's also mention that in later years, the Philippines introduced new coin series again, updating the designs. This makes older designs gradually phased out from circulation. If you are a beginner collector watching this video, here is my advice. Do not only focus on coins that are extremely expensive. Start with affordable coins like the 1995-25 Sentimo. Learn about their history, design, and minting process. Over time, your knowledge will grow. And that knowledge is more valuable than the coin itself. Now imagine holding this coin in your hand. It may look small and simple, but it carries decades of history, culture, and national pride. So next time you see a 25 Sentimo coin from 1995, do not ignore it. Take a closer look. Check its condition. Maybe you have an uncirculated piece. Maybe you have an error coin. Or maybe you simply have a piece of Philippine history. If you enjoyed this detailed explanation about the Philippines, 1995-25 Sentimo coin, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting content. In our next video, we will explore another interesting coin from Southeast Asia. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.